The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Vice President Sara Duterte called out the police for their supposedly excessive show of force during the serving of arrest warrant against Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. In a statement, VP Sara, a known ally of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader, called for a peaceful and orderly rule of law. She said the serving of arrest warrant against Quiboloy on Monday was chaotic. VP Sara also told Dabaweños and the public to remain calm and be united in praying for truth and justice. Her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, earlier condemned the police for the quote-unquote use of excessive and unnecessary force in serving the arrest warrant against Quiboloy. The police are still looking for Quiboloy's whereabouts. The camp of Pastor Apollo Quiboloy is now looking at filing complaints over the supposed illegal raid in his properties. Here's an excerpt from Attorney Israelito Torreon's interview on Storycon.
Attorney, nasan si Pastor? Yan.
Yan din ang tanong ko kung saan siya ngayon exactly. Oo, that's also my question. And that is why siguro kaya nangyayari itong maraming problema po ngayon.
Pero kayo po ba yung nakapag-usap lately?
Lately, wala po. The last time that I was able to talk to him was a long discussion prior to the issuance of the warrant of arrest issued by the Senate.
You haven't talked to him since the warrants were released?
Yes, I was not able to talk to him, but it was a long discussion before that was issued. We already talked about certain scenarios as to what would happen because somehow he was able to foresee that these things may happen. So that is why I can talk for him based on his last instructions to me.
Attorney, agree ba kayo sa statement ni former President Digong na overkill yung raid?
It was not only an overkill. I do believe, I have reasonable grounds to believe that it was even illegal. No?
Sasampahan nyo ba ng kaso, Attorney, yung
yes po.
kapulisan? Sasampahan nyo ba ng kaso? Itong sinasabi nyong illegal, so pwede nyong sampahan ng kaso yung mga nag-serve ng warrant o yung nagutos?
There is that great probability po because we are looking at Article 269 of the Revised Penal Code, unlawful arrests, because in Kalinan, in Glory Mountain, there were 9 members who were unlawfully arrested, and all the requisites of an unlawful arrest under Article 269 is present. There is also a probable violation of Article 132, which is interruption of religious worship, because here in POGC Central, in Buhangin, the operation was conducted at 3:45 in the morning to 4 o'clock. And that is actually the time of the devotional prayer of the members of KOJC, of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. And if you interrupt that, that is actually a manifestation or a ceremony of a religious nature, and that is actually criminal in nature likewise. The destruction of the fence can also constitute as malicious mischief.
A new bill seeking to revoke the license of POGOs and criminalize their operation was filed in the Congress. House Minority Deputy Leader and ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro said her proposed Anti-POGO Act of 2024 is the response to the alleged criminal activities happening in POGOs. In line with this, she pushed President Bongbong Marcos to speak up about this issue.
Dapat ay magsalita na rin si President Marcos Jr. kasi siya lang naman yung pwedeng magsabi, no? At kung sasabihin niya na ibaban talaga yung mga POGO, dito ay mainam yun. Pero kung hindi siya nagsasabi, baka ano bang masasabi natin dyan? May pinoprotektahan ba?
But for House Ways and Means Chairman and Albay Representative Joey Salceda, banning POGOs is not the solution. He argued that the government has collected 5.1 billion pesos from POGOs last year. But in an interview with A Big Story, Castro insisted that we can get that revenue from other sources.
We can find solution to fill the gap kung mawawala itong mga POGO na ito. Kasi Ang dami kasing kriminalidad na nangyayari. Itong mga mababakanting mga lugar na ito, di ba dapat i-convert ito doon sa mga social services na itutulong natin sa ating mga mamamayan. Saka iba na lang yung sources kaysa itong ganitong sugalan.
The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission gives updates on the ongoing POGO raid in Pampanga. Here's an excerpt from Yusek Gilbert Cruz's interview on Storycon.
Is it done? What else have we discovered?
Yung search po, nasa-search po natin building. And then marami pa pong naiwan, mga 25 pa pong buildings yung isa-search pa po natin.
Nako.
Sir, kahapon 15 na. Ngayon
45 lang nga may tao kasi.
I can imagine kasi malalaking buildings eh. At kailangan dugugin eh.
45 yung buildings eh.
Kasi
Mas marami
malaki
pa sa
po
tao
kasi
nila.
yung buildings eh. And sa laki po ng buildings, mga 4 na palapag po kada isang building. Tapos, depende po dun sa kwarto sa dadatnan namin. Kung halimbawa, yung isang kwarto ay napakarami pong ebidensya, natatagalan po dun. Pag marami po mga computers, kailangan po examinin mo na yung computers bago po ilalagay sa isang box. Kasi po, kailangan po i-proper namin, pina-proper po namin ngayon. Kaya medyo
Parang
natatagalan
forensics.
po.
Yusek, but aside from what you told us yesterday, have you found anything substantial since we talked yesterday?
Like secret rooms.
Yeah, meron sa ngayon yung mga torture rooms, and then kasi yung mga torture equipment parang normal na lang dito sa building na ito eh. Meron pa rin po tayo nakukuha mga torture equipment, and then may mga uniforms po tayo, military uniforms, alleged military uniforms na siyempre po papacheck pa po natin yan whether yan po ay authentic. Kasi baka naman ginagamit lang nila yan na panakot o kaya ginagamit lang po nila na pang kung nagko-cosplay po sila, baka nagko-cosplay sila.
Mag-Halloween.
Tapos baka rin baka naman po ginagamit din nila yan o nabili lang nila sa isang military surplus shop. Ngayon, ang ginagawa po namin, since may nakita po kami mga emergency tags doon po sa mga pants at jackets nila, pag emergency tags kasi sir, doon po nakalagay yung pangalan kung kanino inisyo yan, doon po nakapangalan kung ano yung blood type mo niya, kung anong service po niya. Yun po ang kailangan natin i-verify.
Saan nakita itong mga uniforme? Kasi yan ang pinag-uusapan ngayon ng mga tao eh.
Dalawang building po yan. As I can remember, I think 3 sets were found in building 11 and the other 3 sets yata ma'am sa isang building 13 po. Kung tama po yung pagkaka-recall po.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Some areas in the country may experience rains today. Easterlies may trigger isolated rains over Bicol region, Eastern Visayas, Caraga, and Davao region. Metro Manila and the rest of the country may also expect isolated rains due to localized thunderstorms. The low-pressure area monitored yesterday near Visayas and Mindanao has already dissipated. President Bongbong Marcos told the army to be prepared for external threats amid the tension in the Indo-Pacific region. During his visit to the 5th Infantry Division of the Philippine Army, Marcos expressed concerns about the conflict between China and Taiwan. He clarified that we are not trying to take a territory, but the president reminded the soldiers that they should not let other countries take away our land. While much has been said about the geopolitical tensions in the West Philippine Sea, another story deserves attention: the experiences of Filipino fishermen caught in the conflict. Join attorney Goyo Larazabal on a 4-day journey to Scarborough Shoal to discover the lives of fishermen in Bajo de Masinloc. Tune in to watch this documentary tonight at 6:15 p.m. only here on One News.
I've always wondered about Baho de Masinloc. What's the life of the fishermen there? The stories they tell about how beautiful and how bountiful Baho de Masinloc was. If you just stand, you put your hand below the water, you can easily pick up a fish. 2 days lang, puno na yung bangka nila. Now, 1 week, minsan kulang pa.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday, June 12th. Happy Independence Day. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.